Hello everyone, my name is Subham Tewari and I'm a software engineer. So here I am with a course in which is for beginners. So today we are going to see what is Git, and I'm going to make a series on this Git. So this is our first video on that series. So here we will see what is exactly Git and why we use Git and what are the benefits of Git, and we'll see bit of history why this software is developed basically. Can we live without Git also? So these are the points I will cover in this video. Okay, so so let's see first what is the official definition of Git. So it is, they are saying like it is a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiently. But a lot of people will face issue understanding this first time, so we'll simplify this a little bit. So basically Git is a software. Okay, it's a software for tracking changes in any set of files, usually used for coordinating work among the programmers. Like suppose uh, you and your friends or your group of friends are working on a project. So if they want to coordinate and we can say, what we can say, like if they all want to work on a single project, they all want to contribute their code in the project. So one way is they do the coding in their system, and at the end they all come up with their code in their own pen drives, and in one single system we all merge their codes. So that is one way offline. And using Git also we can utilize the internet, and using Git and some other source code repository uh, providers like GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket and anything, we can like collaborate in using internet also. Okay, so basically as we said, like usually used for coordinating work among programmers collaboratively developing source code during software development. Okay, we widely use in software development this Git tool, but we can use for any other kind of files also. Okay, so its goal include speed and data integrity and support for distributed non-linear workflows. Okay, so this is a bit of explanation, like um, what is exactly Git. So you can have, maybe you have heard about DevOps tools also. So Git is one of the DevOps tools also for source code management. Okay, so that is a part of DevOps also. So we'll see some of the benefits. We can say like it increase our performance, the developers performance, because we all are working parallelly. So uh, it is like if we are working parallelly and we all know what others are doing, so it impacts our performance. Okay, it increase basically. So it's secure also. So we have various security levels in the Git, and it's open source basically. So we all know what it is exactly, and nothing is hidden. So it's one of the advantage also. So that was all about the Git. What is Git exactly? I will little bit discuss about the history also, what exactly Git is and why we are using it. Can we live without it also? So these points I will cover now. So in starting days when the development started, the software industry is like in their beginning state. So what was happening, like suppose few people sit 2-3 nights and they develop a software, and it is like running perfectly. Then next week they thought like let's add some more features on that. So basically what they are thinking, like let's create a second version of this software. Okay, so for that what they did, they create another folder of the source code and renamed it with version 2, and they did all the changes on that folder. Later on next week they thought some more features, so they thought of releasing creating a third version of that software. So again they created a folder and did all the changes in that third folder. So basically that's how they were creating the different versions of the source code initially. But what happened, as the number of team members increases and the releases number of versions really increases, so it was like they started facing issues like where they're not able to collaborate easily, and they don't have anything to track the changes, who is doing what changes and those things. Okay, so to get rid of these things, they developed a software called Git. It's a tool, basically it's a software which is like helping and keeping track of all the changes developer are doing basically. Okay, so that's the history, you can say little bit of history, why Git is introduced, and what is the need of Git basically. Okay, so what Git was doing earlier, as we discussing, like we are creating new folders every time for a new version. So if you have 100 suppose your project is of 1 GB and you have 100 versions, so you need 100 GB of space to keep all those versions. So it's a big headache for them to store and maintain the versions. Okay, so what Git did is we started calculating the difference between two versions. So we don't store all whole source code of all the versions. We store only one version of the source code, and we store the differences between the versions. So if we want to go from version 1 to version 5, we have whole code of version 1, and we know the changes we have to do to reach to the version 5. So suppose 5 times we did all the changes, and the code we'll get at the end is the version 5 code. Okay, so like that Git started calculating the difference between the files and we can say the versions basically, and it stores only the difference between the versions. So now the memory size decreased very much, because we have only 1 GB of file and some history files where all the changes are stored. So now we don't need the 100 GB of files for 100 versions. It can be maybe 10 GB or 15 GB only. So like this we reduce the size of our storage needed, and that's how Git was developed. Okay, we'll see how this difference looks like and what all those things we'll see in the coming videos. So stay connected and watch the videos and learn everything. Thank you very much.